Hi, I'm Devin, and this is the owner's class for the Singer Legacy Sewing and Embroidery Machine. We're going to get started by talking about some of the parts of the machine and the accessories that come with the machine, and how to get your machine set up for embroidery. So first, let's take a look at the machine itself. So here is the machine that's set up for sewing mode. So your machine has two different ways of operating. It can be a sewing machine and an embroidery machine. So just kind of by default, as is, it's set up for sewing. If you open the top lid right here, you'll see the thread paths both for winding a bobbin and threading the machine, which we will go over in a future episode. And if you look down at the presser foot, you'll see that your machine comes with a sewing presser foot on the machine, and it has an accessories tray that opens on the side right here. There's a little lever underneath. You can squeeze and open it up like this. And here are your accessories that you need. We're going to grab our embroidery foot, which looks like this, and our screwdriver, because we need to change our foot so that we're ready to embroider. So I'm going to unscrew the screw right on the side of the presser foot right here. Use my screwdriver to do that. And we'll take it all the way out. And to put our embroidery foot on, you want to look for this white part that wraps around the shank right here, and then you want to make sure it snugly snaps into place. You also want to look for this little arm up here and make sure that it is resting on the screw for the needle. So now I'm going to take this screw and just get it started. And then we'll use our screwdriver to finish tightening it up. So now our embroidery foot is attached, so our presser foot is taken care of and ready to go. Now what we need to do is attach our embroidery unit. So let's talk about the embroidery unit. That is this guy right here. So this is the piece that you're going to attach whenever you want to embroider with your machine. There are a few parts on it to know about, so we want to look for this piece, which is the embroidery arm. This piece is going to move back and forth as you embroider. This is what controls the hoop position as you embroider. If you look on the embroidery arm, there's the embroidery hoop connection assembly right here. So this is what your hoop is going to actually snap into. And then there's a little lever on the top of it. This is the hoop release. So whenever you are wanting to take your hoop off, you'll push that and then slide your hoop off of your machine. So to put our embroidery unit on, we're first going to take our accessories tray off, so that just slides right off the free arm of your machine, and we will put that aside. Your embroidery unit is going to slide on the same way. So if you look for this open space in the unit, that's going to slide right around the free arm. There's a socket on the back that's going to snap into place, and you want to push all the way until it snaps, like that. You really want to hear that snap. That's how you know that it's connected. Whenever you are ready to take the unit off, you're going to reach around the end, and underneath there's a lever that you can squeeze and pull your unit off like that. So you need to squeeze the lever before you try to pull the unit off. So I'm going to snap it back into place and show you one more little part. There is a storage compartment also in your embroidery unit, so that's pretty handy. You can keep your extra stuff in there. So we're going to turn our machine on, and it's going to calibrate. And that means that the embroidery arm is going to move around. So you want to check and make sure that it's not going to hit any furniture or walls or knock over any drinks or anything like that. So you just want to make sure the space around your machine is clear. So once we do that, we're going to turn the machine on, and you will see a little message on the screen reminding you to take the hoop off. So you want to make sure there's no hoop attached to your embroidery unit when you first calibrate. So once you're sure of that, we're going to hit the check mark. Our embroidery arm is going to move around and calibrate, and then your machine is set up for embroidery and ready to be threaded, which we're going to talk about in a future episode. So now let's go over the accessories that come with your machine that are important for embroidery. So your machine comes with two different size embroidery hoops. There's the 260 by 150 millimeter, that's the larger one, and then a 100 by 100 millimeter hoop, so you have a couple different options there. Your machine also comes with a pack of chromium embroidery needles. There's two different types. There's the 2000 and the 2001. The 2000 needles are for embroidering woven fabrics, so things like quilting weight cottons, non-stretchy fabrics, and the 2001s are for stretchy fabrics like t-shirts and sweatshirts, basically knit fabrics. So these are chromium embroidery needles, and embroidery needles are special because they have a slightly larger eye. So this helps thread that is more delicate, like embroidery thread, pass through the eye without breaking or shredding. Your machine also comes with some extra bobbins. The bobbins are class 15 transparent bobbins. So you want to make sure that you only use class 15 transparent bobbins in your machine. So don't try to swap them out for metal bobbins or any other style of bobbin like a 15J. So class 15 transparent bobbin is what you want to stick with. The last main embroidery accessory to talk about is the USB stick that comes with your machine. So there are 131 embroidery designs on the USB stick. There's also 69 embroidery designs built into the machine, as well as 2 different embroidery fonts. So you have 200 designs overall to pick from. If you put your USB stick in your computer, you can open up PDFs of the designs to browse them and check them out before you stitch them out. So these are super helpful. If you print them, you'll see them in real size, and you'll also get some good info at the bottom of the page, things like color count and color order, and things that are helpful to know when you're embroidering. So that pretty much covers it for the parts of the machine and the accessories. In the next video, we're going to talk about thread and how to choose a thread for your embroidery project.
Wait, you haven't seen the best part yet. Here are some amazing offers and specials available for one time only. You can't afford to miss it.